Tell us about your TV show.
It was called Beer Country. It was on cable access in Denver, and it was so much fun to do. I knew nothing about.
This is what year about?
So this was 94, 95.
Wow, so
Yeah.
you're a pioneer.
So it was 2 years, yeah.
Pioneer in beer media.
Yes, definitely. But it was fun. We got to meet a lot of great people, visit a lot of great breweries, and it was a lot of the incentive behind learning a lot more. So I was already a beer judge when we started the project, and but I was still learning a lot of the more heavy details of brewing, and but because I had to go on camera and do the advanced home brewing segment, things like yeast management, right? So learning to use an inoculation loop and things like that, and how to do slants and spreading out the yeast and all that stuff, right? So we were filming all of it, so I had to learn all of it before I did it.
Right, so that was an accelerated education for you. Yeah, very cool.
But it made it a lot of fun. But the best part really was meeting people and getting to try different beers all around. We went all around Colorado, and at the time, I think we hit every brewery that was there except for Coors.
Yeah, you could do that in '94.
In '94, we could.
Yep.
So,
yep.
The last segment we did before we stopped was the Great American Beer Festival, which was just a fantastic thing to do because we got to be behind the scenes, sort of, all the different brewery meetings and dinners and things like that. We were, had access to really some incredible people, and get to interview Michael Jackson and Fred Ekhard and Pierre Salas, and Carol
fun?
Stout.
Yeah.
It's just
that's so cool.
Yeah,
we were lucky enough
really
to meet Michael. He did a thing in Philadelphia one night. We were sitting next to Bert Grant. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. I met Bert Grant too.
Yeah, I met Prince Maytag.
Carol Stout was there.
Yeah, I was on a bus once because I was a beer writer. It's funny. Beth noticed we have so much in common.
When I read your story, I was like, "Wow, that's kind of like us."
Yeah, because I started out in this arena as a home brewer, and then I became a writer. I wrote for Brewery Run magazine for years, and she had the kind of legit regular job, and I was in.
I had the job that paid the bill and provided the healthcare, and
I was in PR and marketing.
Yeah.
So anyway, a lot of parallels. But yeah, I was on a bus and I sat next to Michael Lewis from UC Davis, and I was like, it's funny because I had no idea. Like, it wasn't until years later I realized I was sitting next to a legend.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool and it's an interesting business in that it's so collegial. I don't know if you find that up this way. I know in southern New Jersey, the breweries, they kind of help each other out. Like if you're out of Crowler cans, come down and get them.
Or you need a piece of equipment.
Is it the same here? That's quite
It's an amazing industry.
Yeah. And you get along with your other neighbors, not brewery neighbors?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we're at a couple of bars here in Middlesex, and we've gotten along well with everybody. The food around here is fantastic. That's one of the things I didn't know about Middlesex was how good the food is here around here, and a lot of Italian, but it is all very high quality, and so we're enjoying that very much. And
so you live in an area, but not real close.
Not real close.
You chose this just because it seemed well fitted for a brewery.
Yeah, because it had been a brewery.
It had been, right.
That was a big part of it.
Yeah.
It was my thing was always stay within a half hour of home, and this is right on the edge. Right. So, and then I grew up in Plainfield, which is only a couple of towns over.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not far.
No. So I'm familiar with the area. Most of my career, I worked down the road from here. So
what I'm impressed by is that you're doing different stuff and you're doing them all well.
Thank you.
It's not like what are your favorite styles?
I think you kind of already touched on it, right? I like everything.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I have it's interesting to look back and think about my knowledge as it grew the things that really I was into changed over
Right.
time, right? So, start off, it's like all English beers, right? Because that's what we could get.
That's where
Right,
we
that's when we all
started.
started brewing.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know how
And,
many. I can't tell you how many ESBs I made. Just one after the other.
Then it goes into Belgians, right? Oh, the Belgians, big alcohol. I want, and then you're focused on that for a while, and then you start. All right, I need some subtlety, and you start getting into more of the German stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, by then I'm a little more advanced, and we can do lagers and things like
Yeah,
that.
you have
German wheat
you have the
beers.
experience and discipline to do German.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.